Alright, I teased about it long enough there. I looked into it, got everyone all excited, and then I kind of forgo making a new type of battleship type of variant, but no more. We're finally going to get into it there. We're going to make ourselves a brand new type of battleship, and I think this one I want to emphasize a little bit on the missile punch to it. More slower projectiles rather than raw direct firepower up close. At least that's the hope anyway. Because we just recently got access to Singularity Cannon, which is a little bit unique, to say the least there, considering that it can go through multiple targets. So I see a possibility of using that maybe as a kind of point defense weapon of sorts. Instead of like mass firepower, it just fires a straight beam that just rips everything apart. So I may have to look into that as well. But let's get to it, shall we? Because we got quite a bit of experimentation we're going to have to do. Because I have pretty much no idea how I want to gear this. Considering the fact that I don't know what kind of missiles I want to use. So I am going to be a little limited on that front there, trying to figure that out. So we're going to get all this power stuff and other demands out of the way first. All the basic necessities, and then we'll try and experiment with what we can. Because we can easily get a canopy shield on over there. Which, considering its power, I don't see why I shouldn't get a canopy shield. Heck, I may even want multiple canopy shields as opposed to the single one I've been using. And I think since I haven't been using the CIC all that much, which is pretty useful for a massive fleet there, giving like a one-time bonus there to the entire fleet, I think I should utilize that as well. So I can actually it can just contribute to the entire fleet just by being in there, even if the missiles choose to not actually do any damage. The 50% boost is going to be worth it, quite frankly, especially since it probably stacks with the command center here. What is? Oh, it only stacks the 10%. Well, this one's 15% to the entire fleet. So yeah, that's pretty much better in almost every sense. We're gonna get some ordnance storage space here, because obviously we're gonna need those. And since it's longer range, I think I'm comfortable with getting a second canopy shield on here, and then put a couple of class 3s on to kind of help with the internals in case they get in point blank range. Only thing I need now for the demand might be a main engineering. That gives me plenty of power to work with here. I got a good amount of shields that I'll have to boost up further. So, is there anything else I need to do besides maybe more shields? I don't think there is just yet. So I'll leave that be. So let's get to torpedoes, because right now I have several different choices here. We have antimatter torpedoes, which are, what is it? Yeah, it has greatly reduced mass to be more maneuverable, but still be easily destructible. Or I have heavy torpedoes, which, where are they? Which are much more slower. They have twice the durability, but they do the exact same type of punch. Actually, let me compare the two quickly, just for sake. 20 ammo, 10 energy, 20-second cooldown. So they are almost like literally the same, except for like the, what is it, the health of the weapon itself. So that is good. I think I'll try the heavy torpedoes first. We'll put in a couple test runs and see if that is enough. If not, then I'll just switch to antimatter torpedoes. So, only thing I don't know is how many torpedoes I want to put on. Because torpedoes are nice, but they are obviously pretty strictly centered on fighting big ships. So I don't know if I want to go too crazy with it. Especially since I want some singularity cans, but that's going to be easy to solve. It actually would make a pretty good broadside weapon too, to be quite frank. I just go in there, turn the ship starboard a port, and then unload all the torpedoes. So it actually would be a massive broadside weapon. And with the lower arc, I can actually use it to fire at 2 separate ships rather than be overkill on a single one in front. And of course, that has the very subtle benefit, bear with me a moment, that it won't shoot any frigates or interceptors, hopefully, until it's close enough for the bigger ships, ideally. That is the hope. Although, come to think of it, I may still want to put those as rapid fire to kind of help with that issue too, to an extent. So that's something I'm going to need to play with a lot, because those torpedoes can easily backfire as far as fighting smaller ships. But this is one massive broadside, isn't it? I almost wonder if I want to... Actually, yeah, I almost wonder if I want to put the canopy shields on the side there, because I don't think they even discriminate where they're placed as far as... since it is like an outside shield, so... I could put my 2 canopy shields here, and use my class 3 shields in the middle, so that way it covers everything rather than a central area. I like that idea quite a bit. And then I can fit one more torpedo in the front like this, I think. Yep, perfect. This is going to be a lot of ammo, but 5 torpedoes on each side sounds pretty promising. I'm trying to get through this quickly, because like I said, I'm going to be jumping back and forth between this a couple times, I think, to be certain of how well it works. But I think that's got plenty of shield power to it, especially in the center now. Just gonna have more ammo, because since it's so ammo dependent, because even... No, actually singularity cans don't even require ammo, so actually they will be able to function just fine. So is a wrong... this thing is not entirely ammo based, but with swarm missiles to kind of be part of the point defense weaponry might be good. I think I want to use swarm missiles. I don't think I want more torpedoes, do I? Not really sure. I think obviously though I want more singularity cannons to kind of be the deterrent weapon. Get like 6 of those. Or, let's see, that will actually put us at like 8. So maybe I could fit 2 more. And then the rest as far as direct weaponry is going to be point defense to help protect everything. So what else do I want to put on in that case? Because we got a good amount of shields. Probably want to put another class 3 or 2 on the front. Although... do you want small ones or just bigger ones? I think that should work well. And that should, in theory, give me room for 2 more torpedoes on the front. If I place them sideways like this. Oh yeah, perfect. That fits in there nicely. Heck, I can even put 2 more in there if I want. Do I want to do that? Probably not. Because I need some energy capacitors. Well, what am I saying? I already got plenty of space in the middle there for energy capacitors. So I think I'm good there. But... anything else I could put on there? Well, I was saying putting swarm missiles on there, because those are good multi-missile type of weapons, so I could use them to kind of deal with fighters to an extent. That would actually be a good idea. Hell, it's almost demanding me to put like extra torpedoes on there, considering I could fit the swarm missiles in just fine. Now we'll stick with these swarm missiles here. Actually, I want the extended arc to kind of give it better coverage. Then we could put some flak in to deal with missile barrages. Or hell, maybe I want just rockets. Rockets should work out well. Yeah, they're unguided missiles though, but they do respectable punch. And at least they should be better than the flak, considering the 30% boost I'm giving them now. And then we fill out the rest with what exactly? Probably power capacitors. And how are we doing on ammo? We're gonna burn through ammo really fast, so I need ordnance fabricators, I think. I think I've been neglecting those a bit, so I think now is the time to start using them. And I'm actually able to fit 2 of them in there, so that's gonna help a bit. First power to ordnance, okay, so that works out. Now, just to get the power capacitors going. I shouldn't need that much power, should I? How quickly? 5 seconds to drain. So what's causing all this drain? Oh, the singularity cans, that's what. Do I need a second ordnance fabricator? Let's see, it gives me 40 ordnance a second. So in theory I could be okay here. Just get rid of one of these ordnance bays and instead put another antimatter reactor in. That gives it infinite power. And hopefully 2 ordnance fabricators can handle the demand that's expected of them. Hopefully. Because this is going to be a lot of missile salvos. Quite a brutal broadside at that. This is almost like the old-fashioned type of ships. Where the broadside thing. Hell, that's even how most of these ships operate now. I've been playing a good amount of World of Warships even, so they're all about the devastating broadside, so who am I kidding? I know what's up with the broadside weaponry. But we already got this variant done. I'm not going to name it just yet because we still got to test the weaponry out to see how they function. And then at the end of all this, then I'll give it a proper name. Oh, and I forgot to give the rockets a wide arc, so I need to fix that too quickly. I definitely want to give them an extended arc, and we are looking at almost 2,000 resources there, which is going to be quite expensive, to say the least. So let's give this a shot and see how well it works. Alright, we are ready to give it a go. I just gotta find it. There we are. Huh, I just realized it's only like 60 resources more than my Hercules Beetle currently, so that's actually not as bad as I thought. Well, it says old, so I'm not sure what's different between old Hercules Mark II and the current one I'm using, the Mark IIIs. So I think there's only one way to test this out. Because obviously I have not really been looking into the other ships all that well. So we will throw in 40s maybe? Let's see, 6, 12, 18, 24. So this is going to be quite heavy overkill, but the ship is designed to deal with, in theory, able to take on the Hornets. But they may actually be too fast for the missiles. I just realized, so this may not go as well as I would like. Especially with how slow those things are. Yeah, that's actually surprisingly slow. But I am using singularity cans, which are knocking that poor Hornet around, Jesus. Just look at that thing go flying. That's not even of its own volition. That thing's just getting hammered. And the singularity can is actually going through the shield too. That's something we need to keep in mind. And that's something I could micro it too. I haven't been paying attention to that fact. Because singularity cannons can actually go through multiple targets. But that's the question. Is the singularity cannons doing all the work? I think they probably are. Singularity cannons are doing all the work and killing everything. So maybe this isn't as effective as the test I would like. Not to mention those things are slower than I thought they would be. And of course my own singularity cannons keep pushing them away from my missiles. I don't think this is how it's supposed to work. That's just silly. Okay, I may have overdone this a little bit. I created a monster, I think. But, safe to say it one-handedly. Now, how do we fix this? We're gonna have to try it again. This time I think we want something heavier, so maybe I think it's time to get the Kux mass driver ships in. Because there's something a little bit slower that I can utilize. And it'll give me an opportunity to try some of the consorts out. Because they're definitely a lot smaller and mobile, and they'll be a good test for the missile batteries and the point defense weaponry. So we'll give that a try. Alright, take number 2. Let's see if this goes any better or not. Yeah, because the torpedoes are still lobbying off on the consorts already, and they're not doing crap, go figure. And of course, they're going right through the shields. Even that poor Kux is getting knocked around pointlessly. It is taking out the consorts though, just probably not reliably enough. And once the singularity can't stop actually hitting, will it actually be able to do its job properly? It's hard to say. Because I can't help but get the feeling that the singularity cannons are doing the work for me here. I need something a little faster though. I think it's safe to say. And those poor consorts. If they get hit by a torpedo, they go spinning. This is humorous. Hell, I wonder if I should make a setup where it's all singularity cannons almost. Although I don't think those are as potent as they could be. Might be better just to go with antimatter cannons if I want raw punch. I'm just trying to see if any of the consorts getting hit by accident due to being in the wrong position. Okay, canopy shields down. It took as much damage as it could. I don't think this ship's meant to be. I am getting my boost off though, so that'll help some. And it is regenerating ammo perfectly fine. So I'm just watching the energy demands and the power ammo here. Because yeah, the armor is definitely helping a lot with the singularity cannons, but the torpedoes don't seem to be justifying the damage they should be doing. Consorts are taking their hits though, without a doubt, with the smaller missiles and point defense weaponry. So they're doing their job at least. I just want to see one of those consorts actually get hit by a singularity cannon. That's what I would love to see. It's gonna be a little tricky to do when they're circling around me like they are. So I think it's safe to say this was not the most successful test. And one of them actually managed to retreat there, so they're definitely going to escape. And can we survive this? All I really care about is if I can kill these mass drivers. Because I don't think they're even firing the mass drivers anymore, so never mind, that one is. Yeah, I think we're at the point where this is starting to get a little tedious, so I'm going to exit out. And we're going to try that again, but we're going to load it out with the photon torpedoes instead, or antimatter torpedoes. See if that helps a little bit better.